For supporters, often a 4-4 is an entertaining game. For a manager, is it the opposite?
Disappointing game. We started the first 5 minutes well, got the goal, and then just sat back. Just said to him in there, I'll give him information, and we had a game plan, and we knew I was going to press them, but the word I used was responsibility, and no one out on that pitch took responsibility today, especially in the first half. Because you look at chalk and cheese second half, they done exactly in the second half what I asked them to do in the first half, and lo and behold we started scoring goals. So a bit disappointed on that aspect, but we got a point out of it. Till I see that fourth goal, not sure what happened there, but listen, 3-1 down at half time. They gave me a good reaction, couldn't do nothing but. Yeah, like I say, the only disappointing thing was they were told what to do, where to stand, and without us literally going out there and putting them in them places, you know, that's how they were getting possession of the ball, and they used the ball well in the first half. I give them credit, but as you see in the second half, they didn't use the ball well because we were stifling them, and that was our game plan to start with. But you go 1-0 up early, people think it's easy, and you come unstuck. And give them credit, they scored 3 goals, you know. Talking about responsibility, the corners, you know, they played it into the near post man about 3 or 4 times, and they're looking at us. You know, they've got to take responsibility out on the pitch as well, to deal with that situation. So, like I say, got a point out of it. Actually scored some goals, which the crowd obviously will be happy with, I hope. And speaking of Barry, we are 30 games last year, I think we're 5 or 6 points worse off than we were. So, and in the last 16 games we won 9 or 10 of them to get us in the playoffs. So a lot of hard work to do. Got to play a lot of teams in and around us, which is good. Games you want to play in as players, as manager, you want to manage them to games, to try and be tactically correct. But I felt tonight, like I say, the players, as well as they done on Saturday, they done well tonight. But if they'd executed what we wanted them to do in the first half, press them high, I don't think we would have lost that game.
I thought it was interesting, that first half, you say you actually gave the instruction to press them. That was something that was really missing, that was noticeable in that first half. I had no idea why. No,
that's what I say about responsibility. You know, we told the 2 forwards to go and mark their 2 centre-halves down the side of the box, not stand off them, go and mark them so they can't play it, then play it back and the keeper can run forward and kick it. They end up going 4 up front sort of thing at times with a little bit of movement, but my defenders have got to say, right, we'll go 4v4. The 2 midfielders are running about here, there and everywhere, centre midfielders, they didn't have to. They just have to basically tell people and start pointing fingers, because I haven't got a young dressing room anymore. You know, I've got an experienced dressing room. But I'll give them credit, they listened to me at half time, well, ringing in their ears at half time, and they went out second half and they've done exactly what we asked them to do. So maybe the early goal killed us, but listen, we've got a point. 16 games left, we've just got to try and win as many as we can.
And you have been calling for more goals lately, so that's the positive. You got that tonight.
Yes, definitely, you know. Been nice to have kept another clean sheet, but listen, Leatherhead were a good side. They moved the ball well, but if you stifle them as we did in the second half, if we'd done that in the first half and they'd listened to what, as staff, we were telling them, I think it might have been a different game. But like I say, they've come away with a point, they'll be happy, or maybe not being 3-1 up at half time. But the boys, I'll give my boys credit, they come out all guns blazing second half, got the early goal, then we got another one, changed the shape a little bit towards the end, which helped us as well. But the first 2 goals we were still 4-4-2, exactly like we started the start of the game. So I'm not using anything about shape or formations, it was about desire, if you like. It's a big word to use, but a bit of, not desire, I'd say understanding and responsibility.
Nice for Jack to get a goal. He's been in, I think, pretty good form this season, and I think that might be his first this season. Yeah,
he scored the goal, but prior to that first half, he wasn't at the races, and the likelihood he was coming off at half time because he just wasn't anywhere near the Jack Park we've seen. And I know everyone's allowed a bad game or an off game, but to be fair, he redeemed himself in the second half. Like you're saying, he got his goal through a bit of determination, so fair play to him on that one. But again, we look at our goals. Nick Wheeler, good delivery. Tom Phipp, great bit of magic and bent it over the keeper. Nathan's header from a great cross from Parky. And Jack's desire. You know, I look at their goals and a long 60-yard punt from all the good play they had. One ball over the top's done us. I can't think of the second goal. Can't think of the second goal.
One from distance on the left hand side?
No, that was a third goal. That was a third goal for half time. You know, so and then the last one, it's whipped in cross like Nick Wheeler. So them balls are dangerous to deal with. So until I look at the video properly, but listen, we got a point. We've got to go again. We're unbeaten at home in January, which is what I wanted. Obviously, I would have liked more points, but we're unbeaten, so that's a good thing to have for other teams that are coming here. You know, we're not going to lay down and die. We're going to keep going. So that's a positive out of this month, if there's any.
Went fifth on Saturday, stayed fifth because Enfield have been beaten tonight. How psychologically important is that to be in those playoff positions?
Well, I told them that before the game that you win tonight and you can try and get a little bit of breathing space, and people have got to catch you rather than us winning games in hand to catch teams in front. But our aim now is to, I know there's teams with games in hand, but to try and get fourth and then try and get third, and we'll just keep trying until it's mathematically impossible to get in them positions. So we're fifth at the moment. Wingate have got a game in hand on us. If they win that, they go above us, I believe. So they've had a good run of about 5 or 6 on the spin. But like I say, we're not beaten. We didn't get beat. So that's a positive on my front. And at home, like I said, if we can do well at home, we'll stand half a chance of making them playoffs.
Dan Thompson, 2 sub appearances. How do you feel he's getting on?
I thought he done very well when he came on. I thought he made a big difference. You know, he put Luke Allen in straight away for his first touch. He's a good player. He needs to be loved at a club, I think, and have faith in him. You know, he's only a young lad still. I know he's had a few clubs and stuff, but is that because the managers don't trust him because he was a youngster? I thought today he came on, I thought his movement was good, his delicate little touches were good, his work rate, which I've told him from start to finish, has got to be 100% from when he comes on the pitch or when he starts, and I thought he'd done that. You know, he was tracking back, but just them little deft touches he was doing. You know, it looked like he's got a player on our hands there, hopefully.
Okay, a question sort of a little sideways. Sutton United. I'm sure they wouldn't be where they are without the excellent work of their former first team coach. What do you feel about their success this season?
It's magnificent. I went down there Sunday. My eldest boy went to the game. They got him a ticket for me. I went to, my daughter had a cheerleading competition, and I went back there afterwards and had a couple of drinks with them. But it's fantastic for Paul Doswell, Ian Beard, Mickey Stevens, Bruce the chairman. You know, a lot of hard work goes into that club, like this club, through volunteers and stuff, and for them to earn the money they've earned out of the cup, and to get a plum draw like Arsenal, it's magnificent for like I say, the players. You know, it's only what players dream of to play a team like that, and like I say, they'll go there with no fear because they don't fear anyone at home. And listen, it's one of those you never know on the day. You know what team Wenger puts out, but just for Dodds to rub shoulders with someone like that, you know, for what he's done for that club and his previous club at Eastleigh, you know, he's built them up, and he don't leave them high and dry. He sticks with it, and for him to rub shoulders with a Premiership manager like Wenger with his record, you know, it's brilliant, and I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
Okay, good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
That was a fun game.
No,
wasn't it?
Not really. Not really. It was difficult because we got off the mark really well, and then we conceded a goal which we thought that we could have avoided, and then it was back-to-back goals for them. To be honest, we didn't play well in the first half, and we got a bollocking for it, which was expected. But then we came out in the second half and showed our determination. So,
what was the difference second half?
Really just taking on board information the gaffer gave, to be honest. We were a little bit lacklustre in the first half from our personal best, obviously. But like we done, we came out in the second half, taking on board what the gaffer said and the bollocking, which was rightly deserved, and went on to go in front and then draw the game at the end. But you take a point and then you bounce on next week.
You would have taken a point at half time, wouldn't you?
Yes, we would have, but we always knew that we had something in us to always come back and always push on like we did. So we went on top, and it was just unlucky that 2 minutes afterwards they bounced back.
fellow fan texted me in the middle of the second half, said, "What's going on?" I said, "We're playing like it's injury time," and it was only about 55 minutes on the clock. There was that spell, wasn't there, where it was all going forward.
Yeah. It got to a point where they went 5 or 6 on top, and they were just throwing everything at us. But we dealt with it quite well in the second half. Not like we did in the first half, but like you say, we just learned from it, and then we put it right in the next game.
So do you regret that was 2 points dropped?
Yes and no, because obviously a point's a point, and we move on from it. But we would have thought that we would have had enough to obviously get the 3 points.
It's been a month where we've had a lot of home games. Haven't lost any of them. 5th in the table.
Yeah.
Think we can stay 5th or even higher?
Yeah. We're looking game after game, so we're not looking like ahead. So we're taking a step at a time, and we'll see where we end up at the end of the season. But I think we can push on. We haven't lost in 2 games now, 3 games. So and we haven't lost at home this month. So we can take that into the next game and hopefully get 3 points.
No, I also see you seem to have long throw duties right hand side. No?
Yeah.
Something you got in your armour?
Yes, it's something I got in my armour, but obviously Bluey's ones really goes really far. But yeah, we sort of use everything to our advantage. So when I'm called upon, that's when I will use it.
Okay, good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for David today.
Cheers.
All right.